Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and this is a view over at Oil Town. I've been working on this quite hard and we've now got a few blocks in here. I mean, we haven't populated every one of these blocks yet because there's no point getting the oil refinery up to maximum yet until the railway's finished. But before we leave here, I just want to show you the radio station. You see our rating's not brilliant. I mean, there's only 1,193 potential broadcast outreach, but we're having a little bit of a positive effect on happiness and culture. And we're not being a bit negative on government loyalty, never mind. So I think building a radio station is probably quite important. Now, before I get into what we're going to do in this part, I just want to go through my usual lessons learnt section. Key tip here, guys, when you start to build out here and you've got the money, upgrade your track laying equipment. I mean, if I come over here and show you, I mean, we're now using these. And if I go into purchase, not rubles, what am I on about this one? What we're using is these, which seem to be the best. These are okay for if you're working close to your construction shed, but as the distance improves, I think these are better. They carry more, they seem to lay more in one session. And just to give you an update, at the moment my track laying is really pushing through here. You can see we're now making good progress here. This track's nearly finished, and you can actually watch these guys laying the track here. And he should finish this up completely in one go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. No, looks like he might run out just a little bit short. Never mind. Now, one problem I do have is that with all these tracks laid out, you can see this train's having to wait for the other one to come through, and there's no point moving him up to there. So really what I need up here is another crossover, but I think my inclination is to wait. I mean, I could come through. No, we've got a crossover there. When I do want to lay the track here so we can do the bridge here, I've got exactly the same problem over here. But what I'm doing is slowly moving the signals forward so that once one of these trains finishes, the other train doesn't have far to come in to lay the next track. I mean, I could add this job to the thing so that they would come out this way. But I don't think he can quite get there just yet, no. So actually, let's just add that job. Add those to it as well. So what that will do is let me move this up to here. Now, my money isn't brilliant at the moment because I still haven't got the efficiencies, and upon reflection what I should have done is built the gravel road through here and built the oil refinery out here. It would have taken more time, but I think in the long term it would have been beneficial. Now over here what I've done is we've now got these road crews working on this area here. We've got our coal mine, so what I want to do in this part is start to lay out my power city here. Because the idea is we're going to have an electrical city here that's going to have lay out the power stations, which are then going to drive this side of the map. So got this area here, so let's just get down and do some laying out. And let's just have a look. I mean, we've got the oops, we've got a building that's on fire. Let's just have a quick make sure. Yeah, the fire brigade are on the case, so that's good. I mean, my coal mine up here is finally starting to settle down. I mean, we haven't got a brilliant number of workers here, but I'm not losing the personnel like I used to. Anyway, back to, let's just use the right click drag approach to what we want to do over here is back to here. What we want is we want an large aggregate storage area here. So let's just zoom in, and what we're going to need is maybe get you in here. And the idea is the industry be this side, and the people that are going to drive it are going to be on this side. What we could probably do is just put that there. So if We drop that there. Maybe angle it around a little bit more, like that. And then we should be able to get this one connect directly. I doubt very much of that way, it's going to be way too long. And what we should be able to do is put one in about here. And then we're going to hook that up to there. And you can hook up to there. So we've now got these two coal mines will go into this. And then what we will need next is a coal mine, coal ore processing plant. And where's the input? Let's just zoom in. This is the input side. The road's in the wrong place. I mean, we could just get this there, but that would mean that this will come the wrong way. My instinct is for this to go this way. Because the outputs are that way. Let's see. Got a footpath there. I mean, it's going to look a bit odd, guys, but I think it's going to be better to do it this way. I mean, I could put the power station on this side, actually. Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to feed off this side. And then we'll have an aggregate storage there. So what we're going to do is... Now, we're going to come this side. And then we're going to use the aggregate storage. Actually, let's move this away. I mean, we don't have to do work on a small scale. We can be as big as we want, to be honest. Now, I think if we're going to do, we might as well go on for scale. What we're going to do is come that way. I mean, we're at a stage in the game now where we can just relax and do what we want to do. So, and what we can do is just drop that in there. And we can take a conveyor out of there, a conveyor into there, and we'll have a, so we need a gravel road. This road's been built, so this is going to be okay. That's going to come out that way, and this is a coal processing plant, and what I want is another storage area over here. So, and what you can do is just run that way, like that, and we can maybe bring you in a little bit. Actually, if I put a fairly big gap there, like that, actually we can tilt that a little bit, like that, maybe. And then we can hook that up with a conveyor like that. And then what we could do then is just bring, actually, put that road up like that, knock out that, and you can come in like that. So we've now got the, what's that? Where's that showing red? Why don't you? Let's just check this. Oh, obviously, we've now got to here. You can see we're now very close to this area here. And what we could do now is, from a power station perspective, we can put the power station here, which should be, and by putting this power station, say about there, and then should be able to hook across. Oh, great. Can't put the infrastructure below. Okay. Let's just demolish that. try and do it, what we will do is use a conveyor. I put a conveyor just about here. We should be able to hook across the road like that, and then you can put the power station in like that. And then we can hook up this with like that. And then we can hook an asphalt road in like that. We've now got the roads here. We've got the power station there, here, and if necessary we can drive another power station out this side should we need it. And then what we're going to lay in here is the actual town itself. So let's just lay in the road with the asphalts. And I'd like to be able for people to walk up to this one, but at the same time we need to supply stuff to this. So if I draw a road down here, and what we're going to do is get in a 43, 48 workers, 73, 143. I don't want to be too close to the so we can have bigger ones over that side. What we can do is just put in some. What we're going to do is come down about 4, like that, and maybe get them in a bit closer. I don't like that at all. Just take that out. Yep. Just try and make this a bit neater. Now we've got the options with the latest update to be able to rotate better. Actually, I think what we're going to do is just come in a little bit closer, like that, and then one thing I have been experimenting with is maybe making these access roads a little bit longer. If we can get down to say, or like that there. So that will come down. Actually, no, don't like that. I'm not sure what happened there. The game seemed to have a little bit of a pause and think about something. And what we're going to do is drop put a small shopping centre there, and a cinema. Put a cinema on that. Similar. Can't say it. Kino on this side. Similar there. We've got there. Do we want a pub? Yeah, why not? Let's just put a pub in as well. Yeah. And then what we will do is have a school, maybe just about here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put the kindergarten on this side. And then what will happen is we can put dwellings up here, and these people will then go to the coal processing plant. And then we'll have a school there like that. And of course we're going to need a bus station just to move people around. I think we'll just have a small platform. Building on fire, that's great. And all I need to bus workers up to there. I mean, I could put some flats into here, and then that should feed this area here, this area, the power station. Yeah, I think that will work, guys. I'm just going to... Oh, here we go. Oh, this could be potentially a potential problem. Oh no, here he comes. Get there, get there. Don't burn, let it burn down. Come on, come on, come on, come on, get there, get there. Yeah, wow. That was close. Very, very close. And what I'm going to do is we're going to build this area up with the main roads first. So this is going to look a bit weird, guys. So what I'm actually going to do is remove these buildings. I've got an idea of what I want to do now. I'm going to actually remove the buildings. I know I could leave them, but I may want to adjust things later on. So what we're going to do is, in fact, I'm not that happy with that. So, and this is one of the advantages of being able to plan. And of course, it hasn't cost me any money. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it's a bus platform. Okay. So we now got an idea of what we want them to lay out here. And what I'm going to do is, I think I've messed up that road there. So yeah, I think we can go there like that. Actually, I'm just gonna, we've got the money for this. Let's just speed this process up a little bit, and we'll just let these guys finish that, because I think this guy's got a bit broken. And then what we're going to do is build these roads in first. So what we're going to do is allocate that road, that road, that road, and that road. Oh, can't do that. And what we're going to do is build the roads first, then start to lay in all the infrastructure and connections. I think that will actually make more sense. I think you can come into there. Okay, these seem to be stuck as, oh no. Yeah, I think I've messed them here, so what we're going to do is just fund that as well. Sometimes they just get a bit confused and a bit hooked up, so then they don't seem to be able to do anything. Yeah, so I think that would be good. Let's just check on the railway. How's my trains doing? So you're laying track here. So let's just have a quick check. How many of you guys laid out any track this way? No, you're still waiting for this. I'm really going to need to get a crossover up here somewhere. Maybe up around here. Let's just put it in while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think if I put a crossover in about... You're building that track, aren't you? So just make sure this track's... Yeah, this track's finished. Certainly don't want to... If we put a crossover... Oh, come on. One game. Yeah. Just going to add that. And where's the... Where did I put the crossover in? Ah, lost it. There it is. Here. Going to... Okay, connection doesn't exist. That connection will. We're just going to put the crossover there. What that will do is will allow the trains to get up to here to do this final construction. How are we doing over here? These guys are laying in really well. Just check. Where's the construction office? I mean, the place is getting so big now. Yeah, we got 3 queued up here, so you're doing fine. This area is building up nicely. The money's flowing in. I don't think we've got any real problems as such. I would check here. Well, the cement plant's not doing that well, but to be honest, I'm not that worried about the production here. We've got loads of bricks here. Maybe we can sell off a few bricks. Just take advantage of this situation. Actually, that's a thought. That's a thought, guys. That is a very, very key thought. What we could do over here, we've got our area here. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, change a little bit of a change of plans here. We've got the coal processing there. What we could do is, where is it? Construction industry. Where is it? Concrete plant. Where's the brickworks? Never find the brickworks. I think it might be under prefab panels, concrete, asphalt, brick factory. What we could do here is, what we could do here is just stick this up this way like that. Yeah, if we got, oh, we haven't got a free excavator. Okay, thank you, game. Okay, we're just going to do this the quick way. I just want to get this laid out, guys. I think if we get that like that, I mean, we got the money for it, so we might as well spend it. And then what we'll do is we'll road come through to there. Oops, sorry about that. And I've built it. Oh, great. I didn't want to build a brickworks, please. Bit of a fail there, guys. Sorry about that. And what we have now is put the brickworks coming into there. And what we can do then is storage. We'll have a, and what we can do then is drop in a medium storage area here. I can get the angle right. This level. Right. And then we'll hook up this with like that. And then what we can do is hook in road and come out this way. Like that. And then what we'll have then is a storage area here that will then allow us to give us a train link that may be able to come through here, hook up with this line, or even go out through, say, here, and then we can provide bricks and other resources to build over here. So that's the thought process, guys. These guys are building. This area's set up the way I want it. Get these roads built in. We've got, I mean, the problem at the moment is a lot of the resources have got to come from so far away. This should be no problem. I'm assuming that my fire crews are fully equipped. Not as equipped as they should be, but they will do the job. Because I should clear off these messages. Most of them relate to fires. As you may guess, I get a lot of fires. I think when you're playing at the higher level, you've got to take fire incredibly seriously. So we're just going to get rid of all these messages. And I mean, I could really do with upgrading my road crews. I just really oh, the other thing I'm also working on is down here. So we're building a substation. We've got a petrol station here, but it's got no power supply, but it doesn't make any difference. And we're building another construction office down here, and the reason for that is to be able to extend everything that way. So how's my track laying coming along? Right, it looks like we've actually finished that track. So where's my trains? Oh, you're now building out that way. And you're going to come up and wait. If we can build these tracks out, I can then advance the signals to this point. Although without the crossover, that's going to make life a bit difficult. So we've got this guy building out this way. You can see how fast these actually build. I mean, the other thing I could lay out now, I mean, the problem is I'm getting so far ahead with my plans that life is getting a little bit interesting. Let's just go over here and have a look. So, this guy's, I mean, is this finished? That one's finished. So let's have a quick look at what we've got on this. So where is this? We've got that next section there, and we've got, seems to think that that section there is okay. And this, we had this little track laying. Can't add that. This is got a tiny little bit of track there. It's going to be a problem. Just wondering whether I can push this crossover to out about here, but if I put a crossover in at the moment, this will interfere with this track. So we need this track to be finished, then we'll put a crossover in about here, which shouldn't be a problem. And then what that should do, I mean, it could open up the possibilities of a one-way train, but we still got this signal issue here. Okay guys, let me just, these guys are, wow. Let's train on then. That's my track laying train. And this looks suspiciously like, no, they've got resources. Where are you? No, okay. Oh, you're out of prefab panels. We've got prefabs here. You're loading wood. I've had this happen before. What happens is that we've got prefabs here, but because this is full of steel, and my main truck here is wanting to deliver that, and the way you seem to have to be, one way of doing this, guys, is, again, if you've got the money, is if you hook up this a little bit, that gets everybody moving, see, and he was unable to unload. And then what you can do is then just cancel that, although to be honest at the moment I'd rather just keep that going, and then this kicks these guys back into life again, which I can take that off actually. And that gets these trains out and running. And I could be a little bit impatient. I delete that signal and that signal. and then he should be able to sneak up here. And what we should be able to do is put chain signal back in again, and the signal that way. I mean, it's a little bit sneaky, but it works. And it just allows you to push this stuff forward a little bit. How are we doing up here? I mean, there's just so much. These guys are building their roads in. I mean, I could allocate, I mean, what we got in here, doing nothing. Yeah, I think what we can do is allocate you one of these coal mines so that we can actually start to use the building capabilities. Just want to check my gulag number 2 here. Yep, these people don't stay very long, so what you're going to do every so often is just recruit a whole load, and their sole function for the moment is to effectively drive the fire station here. Actually, what I could do is change this around a little bit. We could put our main facilities here, actually, come to think of it. So if I don't want a big shopping centre or a small shopping centre. So if we put a small shopping centre, maybe that will work. So if I put a small shopping centre there, but that won't, I mean, let's just check the distance. That would be 242. That would always, it's always going to be a little bit of a distance away. But actually, if I put the, yeah, that might work. Let me just think this out through, guys. If I put a bus station, if I put a bus station in about here. Actually, no, if I put the bus station out here. Actually, I think I only need a small, put a small bus station in here. I'm just going to press the control. So, yeah, so we hook in a small bus station here. And because this is going to be self-contained, but if I put a bus station there, I can then bus people up to the fire station, yeah, so that people will work there. And I could put a, actually what we could do, I know it seems a bit overkill, but this this building here is going to be quite important to actually just measure the distance. Yeah, that's going to be I think actually what we'll do is just going to delete this again. Sorry, guys. Just take that bit of road off there. What we'll do is we will put a small bus station here. I put a small bus station. Yeah, just keep the junctions down to a minimum. Actually, if I put the bus station that way, there, then what that should do is, I'll just check. Yes, that's to be 263 away from there. So what that will mean is that these here will be able to use the bus station, which will then draw them. We can then bus people out to this building, or they may come to the bus station, and if we could basically fake them out, although technically I could remove this building and then just bus people to the fire station. Actually, there's a road missing here. I'll drop you in there. Like that. And we've got our road crews working. Actually, I'm just thinking this through, guys. If we... Now, I don't want to build this because that will interfere with that road. I might well, just leave that the way it is. I've got my brick factory here that... Actually, could I get this brick factory working? And then that will save me having to bring bricks and stuff over here. I mean, that doesn't need bricks. Who needs bricks over here? You don't need bricks. We don't need any bricks as such there. We do have components over here. So we're looking good from that perspective. Let's just go over here. This area is building up quite slowly but steadily. I think what we need to do is check my other construction. What are you guys doing over here? You've got an unfinished pipeline and an unfinished. So what have you got? You've got some flats, which I've got no idea where those flats are. Okay, so you're still building flats there. Probably getting a bit short of workers, yeah. Yeah. So probably need to bring some people in from somewhere else. You're okay. Yeah, you're building up quite nicely. You're maxed out, actually. Yeah. So let's bring some workers over from here, and you can go into there. That will increase you a little bit. You've got workers. You've got quite a few, but you look happy. So maybe we will relocate a few more people here, and that will give us a few more construction workers. So that will keep this area working. Pub or tavern. But I do need to keep this working really hard. So what we got over here, you know, I'm having a few problems with my university. What we got here? We got a few professors. The education's going okay. We got some staff in there. We got people in here. We don't have that many people in here. This area is building up quite nicely. Wow. Okay. Clothing factory, kindergarten. That could be an issue. Let's make sure. Yeah, he's got plenty of staff in. Some of the goods selling in this shop are missing. Okay, so what's actually causing this problem? I think we're getting a little bit of a collapse here with my people doing this, so I think as a backup what we're going to do is just make sure they've got clothes. So you just see how my economy is going. Well, we made 138,000 last month, and yeah, we didn't export. We made 120,000 with clothes, 122 with bitumen, 124 fuel. We're selling less power because I'm focusing the power into my thing. So I think my clothing industry is dropping down a little bit. I did put in this here so that I was no longer purchasing chemicals over here to save some money. What's the food situation? The food is good. Yeah, so you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Yeah, I mean, these are building up now. I think people are a lot more happier now than they used to be over here. My livestock farm is still not working. I think I'm going to have to build a dedicated farming complex for that. Just going to check here. Yeah, so this is all running great. I think what we're going to do is pull some people from here to, and I think we're going to locate some people into here. I've got a feeling that when you've got a big block here, if the population is low, it doesn't grow as fast as, say, a smaller block here. So, oh, someone's actually moved into here. Obviously, they like living on their own. So we got to, I think what we'll do is relocate. It's just the block with one person in. Okay. You don't have anyone in at the moment. You're okay. I think we will just increase the population a little bit in there. And I think now, just to wind this video up, guys, we're just going to have another quick recap. Our radio station is having a great effect. And just going to check on the progress of our construction trains, make sure they're working really well. Oh, don't tell me they've done it again. Yeah, prefab panels again. I think I'm just going to fix this with my... No, I don't want steel. One. Yeah. Right, you go away. Right, I'm just going to follow this guy to drop stuff off. So once he's empty, what we're going to... he'll be okay anyway. I can just let him run backwards and forwards. What I've been doing is using him to move boards down to here. And then once he's finished, I will assign him to another job. I'll probably send him back to a depot because I don't need him anymore here because there's no more boards here and there's no boards ever going to be delivered here. So... and that might actually solve the problem with the logjam here. Right, let's just what you want to do is when you've got little trucks like this, you want to make sure they drop their loads off first before you send them to the depot. Well, we stopped at the petrol station on the way down. So, I mean, we're making lots of cash, so right, we've dropped some bricks off. Actually, just gonna pause it, guys. Check what this guy's doing. So he's moving bricks, steel, and prefabs. Right, you're empty. I want you to go to... I think we can't put you in there. Okay. This depot's not finished yet, is it? Just have a quick check. Nope. So what we're gonna have to do is send this guy to that depot there, and just gonna let it run. And I think this is where I'm gonna leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I am thinking is maybe starting a new series where I'm going to build everything from scratch. But what I really want to do first is get this up and running, just to get a feel for the construction. I certainly would like one of my trains to run here, but this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.